Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of December 6, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. North Group of Forces continue to exert pressure in the Kursk region and Kharkiv direction, effectively engaging and inflicting heavy casualties on Ukrainian forces. Notable achievements include the defeat of several Ukrainian brigades, resulting in significant losses of manpower and equipment, including tanks and field artillery.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast, your go-to source for the latest developments on global military operations. I'm your host, and today we're joined by Colonel A.C. Oguntoye for an update on the ongoing special military operation. Colonel, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to provide this briefing to your audience.
Let's start with the precision strikes conducted by the Russian armed forces over the past week. What were the objectives and were they achieved?
Between November 30th and December 6th, we carried out 6 high-precision strikes using advanced weaponry and unmanned aerial vehicles. The objectives included targeting energy facilities critical to Ukraine's military-industrial complex, airfields, UAV assembly and storage sites, a radio-electronic intelligence center, arsenals, and deployment locations for Ukrainian forces, foreign instructors, and mercenaries. I'm pleased to report that all objectives were achieved.
What impact do these strikes have on the enemy's capabilities?
These operations significantly disrupt Ukrainian logistics, diminish their ability to sustain operations, and degrade their overall combat effectiveness.
How did the North Group of Forces perform over the past week?
The North Group continued operations in the Kursk region and Kharkiv direction, engaging multiple Ukrainian brigades, including tank, mechanized, and airborne assault units. Ukrainian losses in this sector amounted to over 2,210 servicemen, 9 tanks, 42 armored vehicles, and 16 field artillery guns.
Were there any significant tactical gains?
While the focus remained on neutralizing enemy formations, these operations reinforced our control over key areas and maintained pressure on enemy defenses.
The West Group of Forces seems to have been quite active. Can you elaborate on their efforts?
Yes, the West Group improved its frontline positions and engaged Ukrainian brigades, including tank, mechanized, and airborne units. Over the past week, they repelled 64 counterattacks, resulting in enemy losses exceeding 3,565 servicemen. Additionally, a Leopard tank, multiple armored vehicles, and 15 field artillery pieces were destroyed.
Did they target specific assets?
Yes, our forces neutralized 8 electronic warfare stations, a U.S.-made counter-battery radar, and 17 ammunition depots, further weakening Ukrainian operational capabilities.
Let's move to the Southern Group of Forces. What progress has been made?
The Southern Group liberated Ilyanka and Romanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic and engaged multiple Ukrainian brigades. They repelled 6 counterattacks, resulting in over 2,400 Ukrainian casualties and the destruction of key assets, including 6 field artillery guns and electronic warfare stations.
And how did the Center Group perform?
The Center Group made substantial progress, liberating Petrovka and Pastenka while repelling 72 counterattacks. Ukrainian losses exceeded 3,600 servicemen, along with a wide array of combat vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and artillery units, including Western-made equipment like Turkish Kirpi vehicles and British Mastiff armored cars.
What about the East Group of Forces?
The East Group liberated Novodorovka in Zaporizhia and Suiyili in the Donetsk People's Republic. They defeated 4 Ukrainian mechanized brigades and 7 territorial defense brigades. Notably, they destroyed 5 tanks, including 3 German-made Leopards, and 14 field artillery pieces, including French-made Caesar self-propelled guns.
How about the DNEPR Group?
The Dnipro Group targeted mechanized and infantry brigades in Zaporizhia and Kherson regions, resulting in 435 Ukrainian casualties and the destruction of 30 vehicles. 4 electronic warfare stations, and 6 ammunition depots.
Air defense and naval operations play a significant role. What updates do you have on that front?
Our air defense systems intercepted 4 U.S.-made HIMARS rockets, a Neptune-guided missile, and 441 unmanned aerial vehicles over the past week. Additionally, naval aviation of the Black Sea Fleet destroyed 8 unmanned boats, showcasing our dominance in the air and at sea.
How critical are these defenses to the overall operation?
These defenses are vital for neutralizing threats and ensuring the safety of our forces and strategic assets.
Let's discuss the Kursk region. What's the situation there?
The North Group of forces engaged and defeated Ukrainian brigades in settlements like Viktorovka, Lebedevka, and Sverdlikovo. Over the past 24 hours alone, Ukrainian forces lost more than 250 servicemen, armored vehicles, and artillery. These operations ensure continued stability in the region.
The Ukrainian armed forces received the first batch of long-range cruise missiles, Piklo. What is their danger?
The reflective surface area of these missiles can reach up to 0.2 square meters. It is likely that the radars of the S-400 and Buk M3 anti-aircraft missile systems will be able to detect these missiles as soon as they leave the radio horizon. The external design of the small jet engine will significantly increase the missile's infrared signature, making it easier to detect by systems like the Pantsir S-1 and the Strela 10MN. Most likely, these missiles will be launched from ground-based launchers, potentially using a solid-fuel rocket booster. It appears that the Peklo missiles are equipped with straight, non-folding wings and a warhead weighing between 20 and 35 kilograms. Similar to kamikaze drones, they are expected to be equipped with inertial navigation systems that include GPS correction modules. According to official data, these missiles can reach a maximum speed of 700 kilometers per hour and have a range of up to 700 kilometers. This theoretically enables the Ukrainian armed forces to launch large-scale attacks on targets in Lipetsk, Oryol, Tver, Moscow, Tula, and other regions in the European part of Russia. However, with proper optimization of the air defense radar system, such as placing S-400 complex illumination radars on 40 V6M/MD low-altitude detection towers and deploying Pantsir S-1 complexes on rapidly constructed truss towers, attacks using Peklo missiles can be effectively countered, similar to responses against Neptune MD or Scalp EG missiles.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. Gaza's civil defense reports that at least 29 people have been killed in a series of airstrikes on the northern and western sides of Kamal Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza. Local correspondents on the ground state that patients and staff at the hospital were soaked in blood following multiple Israeli drone strikes.